My child, stop scrolling. Pause your heart. Listen to me right now. This word can't wait anymore, and neither can you. I did not interrupt your moment by accident. I aligned this moment on purpose. You are not here casually, and this is not just another video passing through your hands. This is me reaching for you, calling your attention, because what I am about to say is urgent, timely, and necessary for where you are standing today. I know you told yourself later. Later I'll listen. Later I'll respond. Later I'll move. But hear me clearly, later is no longer an option. This word have been pressing on my heart for you, and the delay has already lasted long enough. If you stay with me for these moments, something will shift inside you. Not because of noise or emotion, but because truth is about to meet you face to face. My child, before you go any further, I ask you to engage. Like this message, not for the algorithm, but as an act of agreement. Comment, even if it's just a simple "I'm listening," because your voice matters to me. Share this with 3 people, because someone you love is waiting on the same confirmation. Hype this video, and subscribe, so you don't miss what I'm continuing to release. Obedience, even in small actions, creates room for my voice to move further than you can see. I am speaking now because the season you're in is sensitive. Decisions are forming. Doors are aligning. And silence would cost you clarity. I refuse to let confusion have the final word when I have already spoken truth. This is not the time to doubt whether I still guide you. This is the time to recognize that I am closer than you feel. I know you've been tired of waiting for something to change. You've replayed prayers in your mind and wondered if they reached heaven. You've questioned whether you heard me correctly before. Hear me now without fear. I have not forgotten you, and I have not gone quiet. I waited until your heart was ready to hear this without running from it. This word can't wait anymore because you've been standing at the edge of movement. You sensed it in your spirit. That gentle pressure, that restlessness you couldn't explain, that feeling that something is about to break open. That's not anxiety. That's anticipation. And I am meeting you right there. Stay with me. Don't let distractions steal what is meant to anchor you. Breathe. Settle your thoughts. Let my voice be louder than your doubts. I am about to speak with clarity, and what follows will answer questions you've been carrying quietly. You didn't find this message too late. You found it at the exact moment I appointed. And if you listen closely, you'll realize this isn't just a word you're hearing. It's a call you're finally ready to answer. My child, I see you. Not the version of you that others applaud, not the strong face you showed to survive the day, but the real you. The one who lies awake with thoughts racing, the one who whispers prayers instead of shouting them, the one who wonders if anyone truly understands the weight you've been carrying. I see you completely, and you are not invisible to me. I know the season you're in. I know how long it's been. I know how many times you said, "I'll just endure a little longer," while your heart quietly asked, "How much longer, Lord?" You didn't imagine that weariness. You didn't exaggerate the pressure. What you've been walking through has been real, and I have been with you in every unseen moment. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone noticed. I heard the prayers you couldn't finish because your voice broke. I felt the disappointment you buried under faith-filled words so no one would question your trust in me. My child, you do not have to prove strength to me. I know when you are strong, and I know when you are tired, and neither changes my love for you. You have wondered if your obedience mattered because the results didn't come quickly. You questioned whether you misheard me because the path felt longer than expected. Hear me now. You did not mishear me. You did not take the wrong step. You are not behind. The silence you felt was not absence. It was protection. I was guarding you while you were growing. I recognize how alone you felt, even in rooms full of people. How conversations felt shallow when your soul needed depth. How advice felt heavy when all you needed was reassurance. I know you've been longing for someone to say, "I understand," without explanation. Let me be that voice now. I understand you fully. You are not forgotten because your situation hasn't changed yet. You are not overlooked because your breakthrough hasn't arrived yet. I am not distant because answers took time. I have been near, closer than your breath, steady, intentional, and aware of every detail concerning you. My child, I also see your faith. Even when it trembled, it did not disappear. Even when you questioned, you still came back to me. That matters more than you know. You stayed when walking away would have been easier. You waited when quitting felt logical. You hoped when hope felt fragile. I honor that. I chose this moment to speak to you because your heart is open, even if it's tired. Because you're ready to hear truth without running from it. Because you've reached the point where pretending is exhausting and honesty is healing. I am not here to condemn you. I am here to remind you who you are to me. You are my child. You are seen. You are known. You are held. And nothing about your current struggle has disqualified you from what I am preparing. I am speaking to you now not to expose weakness, but to restore confidence. You have not been walking alone, and you never will. My child, listen carefully now, because I am about to reveal what has been hidden beneath your waiting. The delay you've been questioning was never punishment, and it was never neglect. It was preparation. You thought time was passing you by, but I was shaping you where no one could see. I was strengthening your roots so you wouldn't collapse when the wind finally came. What you called silence, I called work. You believed that if I truly approve it, things would have moved faster. But my ways are not rushed, and my timing is not careless. I do not release weight onto a foundation that cannot yet carry it. You were asking for doors to open, while I was teaching you how to stand when they did. Nothing about this season has been wasted. Hear this truth clearly. You did not miss your moment. You were being protected from stepping into something before you were ready to steward it. If I had answered when you begged me to, the cost would have crushed you. So I waited, not to withhold, but to prepare. Not to frustrate you, but to fortify you. The lie you've been fighting is that you are behind. The truth is that you are aligned. You are exactly where you need to be for what comes next. I had to remove distractions. I had to quiet voices. I had to strip away expectations that were not mine. And yes, that process felt lonely. But clarity is born in quiet places. This word could not come sooner because your heart wasn't ready to receive it without fear. And it cannot come later because you are standing at the threshold of movement. The waiting season is ending, not because time passed, but because transformation happened. You are not the same person you were when you first asked me. That is why this moment matters. And now, my child, let this truth flow into action beyond you. As I release words that awaken hearts, I also invite you into the harvest. My word says that when you sow, rivers flow, light multiplies, and heaven opens over obedience. This is me speaking to you now. As you help spread this message, you help reach souls who are still sitting in silence, wondering if I see them too. This is not about supporting a channel. This is about fueling the fire of truth. When you give through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal, you are placing seed into fertile ground, and I breathe on that seed. I turn it into manna for others, oil for lamps, and light in dark places. The PayPal donation link is waiting in the description and shown as a QR code, not by accident, but by design. Do not delay this moment. Obedience now carries prophetic weight. As you give, I bless your hands, your household, and your future. I command you, respond while the word is alive, while the door is open, while the fire is burning. My child, because I love you, I must speak honestly to you now, not to wound you but to free you. There is a pattern I need you to release, and it is the habit of hesitation. You have learned to wait so long that waiting began to feel safer than moving. You told yourself you were being patient, but deep inside, fear quietly took the lead. I am not saying this to shame you. I am saying this to wake you. You have been waiting for perfect clarity before taking a step, but I never asked you to walk by certainty. I asked you to walk by faith. You wanted guarantees before obedience, confirmations before trust, and signs before surrender. My child, if I showed you everything at once, you would rely on sight instead of me. I guide step by step on purpose. I need you to hear this gently, but clearly. Delaying obedience is still disobedience, even when it wears the mask of wisdom. You kept saying, "I'll move when I feel ready," but readiness does not come before movement. Readiness is born in obedience. You do not become brave before you step. You become brave because you step. You've also allowed the opinions of others to slow you down. You listened to voices that questioned what I spoke, and over time, their doubts grew louder than my whisper. You feared being misunderstood. You feared failing publicly. You feared starting again. But my child, when did their approval become more important than my instruction? I am not disappointed in you, but I am correcting your direction. You cannot keep rehearsing what could go wrong while I am inviting you into what will go right. Fear has kept you rehearsing endings that I never wrote. I need you to stop asking, "What if it fails?" and start asking, "What if I finally trust him?" You've been protecting yourself from disappointment, but in doing so, you've also protected yourself from growth. Comfort has kept you contained. Familiarity has kept you stationary. And while I have been patient with you, I will not let you stay where you are when I have already prepared what's next. This correction is not rejection. It is proof that I am still invested in you. I correct those I love because I refuse to leave them stuck. I am not asking you to leap blindly. I am asking you to release control, to stop negotiating with fear, to stop waiting for permission from people who were never assigned to lead your life. My child, you are not too late, but you are at risk of lingering too long. I am shifting your posture from hesitation to trust, from delay to decision, from comfort to calling. You do not need more information, you need alignment. You do not need another sign, you need obedience. Receive this correction with peace. I am not pushing you away, I am calling you forward. And I will not ask you to step alone. I will walk with you, steady you, and strengthen you as you move. But I will no longer let fear speak louder than my voice. My child, come closer and let me restore what the journey has drained from you. I know that correction can feel heavy, but hear my heart now. I never correct without also strengthening. I would not call you forward if I had not already placed what you need inside you. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are human, and I am your strength. I see how long you've been carrying this quietly. You didn't complain much. You didn't always ask for help. You learned how to endure. But endurance is not the same as empowerment. And now I am breathing new strength into you. Not borrowed strength, not forced strength, but the kind that rises from knowing I am with you. You are not running on empty the way you think you are. I have been replenishing you in ways you didn't notice. Every time you chose to stay kind when bitterness tried to rise, I strengthened you. Every time you chose to pray instead of panic, I strengthened you. Every time you didn't quit, even when quitting made sense, I strengthened you. You are more fortified than you feel right now. I know the weight of discouragement has tried to settle on you. There were moments when hope felt distant and motivation felt thin. But even then, you kept showing up. That tells me something about your heart. It tells me that you are resilient, even when you feel fragile. And resilience is something I honor deeply. Let me remind you of this truth. You are not required to do this perfectly. You are only required to trust me honestly. I am not measuring your progress the way you are. I am not counting your missteps against you. I am watching your willingness. And your willingness is enough for me to work with. You have strength for this next step, even if you don't feel confident yet. Confidence will grow as you move. Courage will meet you mid-step. Peace will follow obedience. I am not asking you to manufacture strength. I am asking you to receive it. Right now. Breathe, my child. Release the pressure you put on yourself to have it all together. I never asked you to carry the whole picture. I asked you to trust me with the next piece. And you can do that. Not because you are fearless, but because I am faithful. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not about to fail. You are being built, strengthened, reinforced. And what feels heavy now will soon feel manageable, because I am teaching you how to lean on me instead of carrying everything alone. Stand up again, not in your own power but in mine. Let your heart be encouraged. Let hope rise quietly but firmly. I am not done with you. I am not done strengthening you. And what comes next will reveal just how much you've grown, even in the waiting. My child, now I speak to you with assurance, because I know uncertainty has tried to shake you. I do not make promises lightly, and I do not speak words that return empty. What I am saying to you now is steady, secure, and trustworthy. You can lean your full weight on it. I promise you this. I am already ahead of you. Where you are walking next is not unfamiliar to me. I have gone before you to prepare what you cannot yet see. I have aligned conversations, opportunities, and timing in ways that will make sense only when you look back. You are not stepping into chaos. You are stepping into order, even if it doesn't look like it yet. I know you worry about making the wrong decision. You fear missteps. You wonder if one move could undo everything. Hear me clearly. I am not that fragile. My plans for you are not destroyed by one imperfect step. I guide those who are willing, not those who are flawless. If you stay close to me, I will redirect you when needed. You are safer moving with me than standing still without trust. I promise you peace, not the absence of challenge, but the presence of my calm in the middle of it. You will not always understand what I am doing, but you will feel held while I am doing it. When anxiety tries to rise, I will steady your heart. When doubt tries to speak, I will remind you of who you are to me. I promise provision, not excess to impress others, but enough to sustain you, strengthen you, and keep you moving forward. You will not lack what you need for the assignment I have given you. If I called you to it, I have already accounted for the cost. Trust me with your needs as much as you trust me with your calling. I promise clarity in my time. Answers will come, but they will come layered with wisdom, not haste. Some things must unfold gradually so they don't overwhelm you. I will not confuse you. I will not mislead you. If you stay attentive, my voice will become clearer, not quieter. I also promise my presence. I will not send you ahead while I remain behind. I walk with you. I remain with you. I stay with you. When you feel unsure, you can return to me. When you feel weary, you can rest in me. When you feel afraid, you can call on me. I am not distant, and I am not impatient with your growth. My child, trust is not proven by how quickly things change, but by how faithfully you stay connected to me while they do. Obedience may not always feel rewarding immediately, but it always leads to life. Patience will not waste you. Waiting will not weaken you. In my hands, both become instruments of purpose. Hold on to this assurance. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass, not because of your strength, but because of my faithfulness. I am steady. I am intentional. And I am with you, now, and in everything that comes next. My child, now is the moment to respond. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel braver. Not when everything makes sense. Now, what I have spoken to you has been preparing your heart for action, because revelation without response will always leave you restless. I am not calling you to rush, but I am calling you to move. You have felt this stirring already, the gentle pull in your spirit, that sense that staying where you are will cost you more than stepping forward. That is not pressure. It is alignment. It is my spirit nudging you out of hesitation and into trust. You do not need to know every detail. You only need to say yes to the next step I am placing in front of you. This activation does not require perfection. It requires surrender. I am not asking you to fix yourself before you come to me. I am asking you to come as you are and let me lead you as you move. Faith is not proven by how confident you feel, but by how willing you are to obey when confidence hasn't arrived yet. So pause with me right now. Write your thoughts. Breathe deeply. And in your heart, say yes. Yes to trusting me again. Yes to releasing control. Yes to stepping away from fear-driven delays. Yes to believing that I know what I am doing with your life. This yes matters more than you realize. I am calling you to activate your faith through action. For some of you, that action is prayer, honest prayer, without rehearsed words or guarded emotions. For others, it is a conversation you've been avoiding. For others, it is letting go of something that has felt familiar but has kept you bound. I will show you what obedience looks like for you. You don't need to copy anyone else's path. You not underestimate small steps. A single act of obedience can unlock clarity you've been asking for over months. Move invites momentum. Trust invites direction. When you step, I meet you there. When you respond, I confirm. I do not ask you to leap into darkness. I ask you to walk with me in the light I provide, one step at a time. I know fear will try to speak as soon as this moment passes. It will tell you to wait again, to delay, to overthink. When that happens, return to what you felt right now. Return to my voice. Fear is loud, but it is not authoritative. My voice is calm because it is certain. You are not activating something new today. You are activating what I have already placed inside you. The faith that carried you this far is enough to carry you forward. You are ready, even if you don't feel ready. Readiness is not a feeling. It is a decision to trust me. So choose. Choose obedience over comfort. Choose trust over delay. Choose to move with me instead of waiting on fear to release you. I am already with you in what comes next. Take the step. I will take care of the rest. My child, come and rest now. Let everything I have spoken settle gently in your spirit. You do not need to rush away from this moment. You do not need to figure everything out tonight. What you needed most has already happened. You heard my voice, and your heart responded. That is enough for now. This word could not wait anymore because you were ready to receive it. You are ready to be reminded that you are not forgotten, not delayed beyond purpose, not wandering without direction. You are held. You are guided. You are still deeply loved. What felt like waiting was not wasted time. It was sacred preparation. And now you move forward with peace, not pressure. I want you to carry this assurance with you. You are safe in my hands. Nothing ahead of you is bigger than me. Nothing behind you can disqualify you. You do not have to replay your past or fear your future. Stay present with me. I am already working in ways you will soon recognize. As you go forward, remember this moment. Remember how clarity replaced confusion. Remember how calm replaced striving. This is how my voice feels: steady, grounding, life-giving. Whenever you feel unsure again, return to me. I will always meet you with truth and peace. And now, my child, let this word continue beyond you. As I speak to hearts, I also call you to help carry my light. This is me inviting you directly. Partner with me in reaching souls who are still waiting for confirmation. When you support this mission through Super Thanks, membership, or PayPal, you are sowing into living soil. You are releasing light, not money. You are helping this word flow like a river to places you may never see, but I do. My word says that those who water others will themselves be refreshed, and I declare that over you now. As you give, I bless your obedience. I bless your household. I bless your future steps. The PayPal donation link is waiting in the description and shown as a QR code in this video, because I made room for your response. Do not delay what I am prompting in your heart. Act while the peace is present. Obedience in this moment carries eternal weight. Before you go, I ask you one more time, like this message as a sign of agreement. Comment to seal what you receive. Share this with 3 people who need to hear that their waiting was not wasted. Subscribe and hype this video, because this word must reach those who are still scrolling, still wondering, still waiting on me. Go now in peace, my child. I am with you. I am ahead of you. And what comes next will unfold exactly as I promised.